For today's unboxing, we're going to be checking out a new horror figure release from NECA that just started popping up in stores a few weeks ago, and that is the Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 Ultimate Freddy figure. On the front of the box here, we obviously have the original poster art for the movie, which surprisingly is a little bit pixelated. On the side here, we have the title, along with an image from the opening of the movie in the desert. The other side is the same, and so is the top. Then on the back, we have an image of the bus with different shots of the figure appearing in the windows, along with the demon dogs that are included in this release in the bottom. The top here, we have a little blurb. It's been 5 years since Freddy Krueger tormented those hapless Elm Street teens with his razor glove and maniacal sense of humor. But he's back for revenge with his sights set on another innocent victim he can torture and possess. And flipping back to the front here, this box is also a window box. On the left side, we have an image of the figure with illuminated fire behind it. And on the right side, we have the figure itself. So let's finally get to the good part and open this box up. Now, NECA has released a Part 2 Freddy figure before, I think around 6-7 years ago. So I want to let you know what is new for this release. 1, we have a third head sculpt. 2, we have the demon dogs included. 3, he comes with a geyser of fire. And 4, he actually has articulated legs for this release. Just to show you the little insert behind the plastic, it is an image from the pool scene. Now, first off, I would like to say 2 things. 1, I think the paintwork on this figure is great. But 2, it stinks. This thing smells like you're dunking your head into a bucket of turpentine. It reeks. But anyways, clearly great sculpt and paintwork for Freddy. The head is on a ball joint. The shoulders can bend and swivel. Same with the forearm. The hands are also on ball joints, but don't have too much movement left or right. Mostly they just swivel. The hips themselves, they're on ball joints, but do have that shaky, loose nature that plagues a lot of the Ultimate Release figures. The knees bend in and out, and the feet have just a slight bit of movement to them. Getting into the accessories, we have the second head sculpt that was included on the first release. Also very well done. The third head sculpt that is new for this release, and it looks like this facial expression was taken from the pool party scene, right after the dad shoots at Freddy. And if you look closely, while the eyes on the other head sculpts are red and orange, these are solid black. Then we have an alternate gloved hand. Of course, his tattered brown fedora. Then we have the demon dogs that are newly included for this set. It looks like the bodies have the same sculpt and paintwork, but clearly the face sculpts are individual to each dog, and it appears that the heads are on a ball joint, but they definitely swivel more than they look up and down. As for what these actually were in the movie, it was never specified. If you remember, there was also a demon cat that ate a demon rat. But since this was before the Chest of Souls was established, I think the souls of the people Freddy killed were supposed to have been transformed into these demon hounds. Like I said, that was never mentioned in the movie, so just kind of a guess on my part, though. Then the last accessory here is the blaze of fire that attaches to Freddy's back via a magnet that actually does not really work that well. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like... Let me try again. So it seems like the fire sticks on his back if he is standing straight up and doesn't move at all, but as soon as you move him just slightly, it is going to fall off. See? So yeah, the magnet, I'm not sure if that was a great idea. You can see it in there through the plastic. I'm not sure if they should have just used something that was stronger or maybe gone for the peg system. I like the thought of doing that for not putting a hole into the back of the figure, but yeah, it doesn't really work that well. See, there you go. But I suppose since most people are just going to have these sitting on a shelf anyways and not touching them, it should be fine over time. Now lastly, just to bring in the original figure for comparison, besides having the articulation in the legs, the new figure definitely has a brighter paint scheme on the sweater, and the face definitely has more of a flesh color to it. I will say I prefer the paint scheme on the new figure when it comes to the skin, but when it comes to the sweater, I do prefer the grungier look to the original release, as opposed to this new Ultimate release. Now, after checking this out, I think it's definitely worth the 25 bucks I paid for it at Toys R Us. It's got a great sculpt, great paintwork, updated articulation, and some cool new accessories. I just wish they were able to fix the wobbly leg syndrome that continues to be an issue with these figures. Anyways, if you've enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, comment below and I'll try and answer them for you. And if you love all things Halloween, horror movies, and monsters, be on the lookout for more videos like this in the future.